This is my review of the Actulia R36S Retro Handheld console. So what I picked up was the purple translucent 128 gigabyte version. I had heard good things about it, and I'm basically a retro gaming console wingnut, so I wanted to check it out and see what this one was all about. So a few specs here. It does have the 3.5 inch IPS screen, and this one is a little bit more brilliant than some of the other devices I have, and it's definitely pretty pleasing to look at. Now this device is a Linux device. It runs on the ARC kernel and it emulates 20 different consoles. Now I will say it does play quite well. Now some of the more like processing heavy games do lag a little bit, but that's actually not uncommon for a device like this, and the R36S handles it pretty well. Now the R36S, it does come with a 3800 milliamp battery. Now they promise 10 hours of gameplay. I've not sat down and played it for 10 hours. I have had it on the plane on 2 different occasions and played for 6 to 7 hours, and the battery didn't die out and I had no issues with it. I mentioned getting the 128 gigabyte version. This model promises 20,000 plus games. These retro consoles all promise huge numbers like that. And I can tell you that though it didn't quite pull through, it did have 15,092 games on there, which is not too shabby. There are two things to me that stand out about this device. The first one is build quality. The buttons have all been designed quite well. They feel very solid. The joysticks don't seem to have any lag in them. They feel good. They also have that click so you can push it in. It's another trigger. A quick tour of the device is going to give you this. You've got a speaker right up front, sounds all right, better with headphones. You've got your menu button, your start select. You've got your two joysticks right here. You've got your D-pad right here. And you go around on the side. You've got your power button, your restart button here. You've got one of your SD card slots, nothing up top. On the opposite side, you've got your volume rockers. You've got another SD card slot there. On the bottom, you've got a slot for a wired controller as well as your power. They're both USB-C, and then your headphone jack right in the middle. The second thing that sets this apart is the software. It's got a beautiful user interface. I tried to show you a number of the themes in this video. There are 10 of them and they're all quite unique. Plus, one thing that's very cool about it, you set it down, it'll automatically go into this screensaver mode where it'll just kind of play games as if it was like an old arcade game that's just running, which is pretty sweet. In my experience, this is a very good quality device. If you're looking for a retro handheld device for yourself and you're not looking to collect a bunch of them, this is going to be a good device for you. If you're looking to buy a retro gaming console for a family member, for a friend as a gift, and maybe they've not gotten into it before, this is going to be a good option. Overall, when it comes to the Actulia R36S, I would recommend this device and I would rate it 4, probably 4.5 stars.